untuk jadi gila untuk 2 jam ya. Kita seneng-seneng ya. Oke.
Halo semua.
Halo.
Today's workshop, The Art
Okay.
of the Review.
So, Clint,
In this workshop,
like
we will play with the art of the review. In this workshop, we will play with the art of the review. What do we want to share and how do we want to expose it? How do we want to guide our viewers' eyes to something precious for us? Through this quest, we will investigate what a dramaturgy could be for 1 minute and 59 seconds. Monica Gillette is an American choreographer and dramaturge. She brings over 20 years of experience in performance making, both for stage and film, as well as expertise in artist-driven networks, participatory projects, and transdisciplinary research. Her recent projects include project dramaturgy for the EU-funded projects Migrant Bodies Moving Borders, Empowering Dance and Dancing Museums, and collaborates with Israeli choreographer Yasmin Gadar on her ongoing research and performance project titled Practicing Empathy. She is currently co-leading Anatomy of Togetherness, a digital workshop series with collaborator Gary Joplin and supported by the Boulevard and What You See festivals in Holland, dealing with the topic of gender identity. Since 2009, she has been living and working in Freiburg, Germany. How to enjoy the workshop. Activate or open your video after reading this. Rename your account with stage name or nickname _residence. Click the closed caption option at the bottom of your Zoom to get translator access. Have fun!
halo.
Halo. Halo semuanya.
Halo semuanya. Duh, seneng banget ya kita ketemu lagi hari ini. Maaf tadi sedikit terlambat karena ada masalah teknis, tapi kita udah excited banget, udah ingin sekali bersenang-senang sama kalian. Dan hari ini kita kedatangan tamu spesial yaitu Monica dan akan diperkenalkan langsung oleh Clint. Kita siap senang-senang ya semuanya ya.
Oke.
Silahkan Clint. Please Clint.
Yes.
It's your
Hi,
time.
everybody. Nice
Hello.
to see you again.
Hi.
I hope you're doing well.
Hi.
So I'm really happy to have Monica today with us. Monica is a really, really, really good friend of mine. We've known each other for almost 20 years. And we work together on a lot of different projects, and she knows Unmi also and knows how crazy Unmi can be. And yeah, so I'm really happy to have her, and she's gonna be crazy just like you and me and us and everybody. So I'm gonna put a link in the chat. That's just a trailer of a duet that Monica and I made a few years ago. So if you want to look at that, then you can. So Monica, I send it over to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm so very happy to be with you all today. And even if we can't be together in the same room, we're very lucky that we can be together this way. And I'm going to do a bit of a physical warm-up just to kick us off and bring us in our bodies and shake our thoughts and feelings up a bit. And then I'm going to give some tasks and some things that you can explore. And then you'll work on your own for a little bit and then come back and share a bit of what you've developed. So that's the structure for today. But let's first, I'm just going to start some music and bring us into a little bit of, hold on one second while I look for my music. And then we can start with a little bit of waking up our senses. And let me know if the volume.
You have to share your music again.
I think tell me if it's working now.
You have to share your sound again.
I do it again. Okay, one second. Is it working now?
Yep.
Okay. So we're just going to start with feeling the raindrops on our head, and you're going to be doing this, feeling the fingertips tapping on your head loud enough that you can hear it in your head. So it's not light like this, it's really like dropping the raindrops, so you can feel it and hear it in your head. And you can do this all around your skull, something a little bit calmer. And we're gonna just come, you can, don't know if it's coming out yet, the music, let's see. So now you can just imagine, hold your hands in front of you, and just imagine that you're holding your lungs. You're holding your lungs or your diaphragm in your hands. And as you feel your exhale, you can start to feel that as if your lungs are in front of you. You can start to feel that in your hands. With your inhale, beautiful. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and holding this tension, holding this tension in your whole body. Holding it for 3, 4, 5. Now 10 seconds to release. 9. You awake now, everyone?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, good.
Very good. Just want to see if there's a way that I can get to see you all. Right now, I only have, when I'm trying to see if I can get back to a gallery view. Here we go. Nice. Now I can see everyone's faces. Great. So I want to play a bit with how we handle duration, choice making in duration. And I want to introduce maybe some of you have never heard of it. So I just want to share a very simple definition. So dramaturgy is the study of dramatic composition. So basically, I'm going to put it in the little chat box there in English. So when we think about dance, dance is the composition of bodies in time and space. And dramaturgy is the composition of the, let's say, for now, let's say the drama. Yeah, it's the composition of the dramatic ideas that are going on in that time and space. So I'm going to give another little simple explanation. Here, I'm typing it again. It gives a performance work a foundation and a structure. So often when we're thinking about dramaturgy, we're thinking about a structure inside of the time that we're working in. So inside, for you all, you're thinking about a structure inside of 1 minute and 59 seconds. And today we're going to play with a bit of choice making around that. And I'm going to give one more sentence to maybe help us think about it in one more layer, which is dramaturgy is the organization of elements in time and space. So if dance is about a body in time and space, elements can be objects, music, bodies, location. It can be all the elements that we're thinking about of how we want to use them in this 1 minute and 59 seconds. So I want us to not just understand that in our heads, but also try to feel that in our bodies a couple times together. And the way that I'm going to propose it, I need to take a second to set it up because I'm going to use the whiteboard inside of this function here. And I practiced it before you all came in the room, and I'm going to make sure I can do it again. So here we are. That's the first proposal. So I want to try something. It looks like a mountain, right? Can you all see it? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I have to get the chat box out of the way. So here we are. It looks like a mountain. But let's say, can you all see where my little arrow is down here on the lower left? Let's say that's the beginning, okay? Then around here, we're gonna do something for 1 whole minute, okay? So around here, I don't know, what would you say, 30 seconds? Then we come back down again. Then we get up here, I would say that's around 40 seconds. And then we come back down to the end. So from left to right across the bottom of our screen is 1 minute. And I would like you guys, you all, to fill this 1 minute with this organization of, let's say, energy, okay? And the first round, we're gonna do this in 3 rounds. And the first round, I just want you to feel this timing in your body. So this means you're starting from nothing, you're building to something, you're coming back down a little bit, then you're building up again and you're coming back down. So just like we've just played with this a bit, with the timing of working between floating and fist, working between soft and hard. You can decide how you want to work with this in your body. You can decide to work with that same texture or quality, or you can decide to work with shaking. You can work with any sort of movement in your body, but I would like you all to feel a rise, an increase, and then a release, and then another increase, so that up here at the top of, oops, up here, I'm not sure how much is there. Up here at the top of the mountain is peak, yeah? That's like 10, and then you come back down, okay? So I'm gonna set a timer for 1 minute, and I will let you know when 30 seconds is happening. And let's just play, all right? So I'm gonna start the 1 minute right now. Think about a texture or a movement that you wanna make inside. I'm gonna do shaking. I think shaking's I feel like having a little internal earthquake, okay? So 1 minute, here we go. I'll let you know when 30 seconds comes, okay? So start from nothing and follow the arc of this mountain and go. And you're at 30 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that was 1 minute. So you could kind of, I hope that you were able to feel this building, 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 feeling a bit of a tension, releasing, building up again to a maximum, and then coming down. So that's one way to feel or think about dramaturgy in 1 minute. That was a structure of 2 types of climaxes and then release, okay? So now I'm gonna give you all a new one. And we're gonna play with this in its different way. And now I just need to get my controls back for a second. Let me see if I can find, gotta erase all this, there we go. Now I'm gonna come back to a new one. And we're gonna approach this a little bit differently. We're gonna start up here. Like this, and then go down. All right? If anyone is having trouble seeing that, just let me know in the chat box, but I hope everyone can see it. And what I wanna do now is that we're gonna think about something, we're gonna think about this a little bit differently. we thought about it in our body the last round. And now I want us to think about it from one side of the screen all the way over to the other side of the screen. And that's okay. But you're gonna do it, we're gonna go from one side to the other. I don't mind if it's left or right, but I wanna see you all moving through your screen as you go. From what you have 1 minute to get from one side to the other. Okay, 1 minute to get from one side to the other. But now you're gonna work with starting at your climax. So you're starting up here at the top of the mountain. So you can start with physicality, yeah? You can start with physicality up at top of the mountain. So when we start at 1 minute, you're gonna start at full physicality, okay? Full physicality, and you have to use, you're gonna gradually go down to 0. You can have a little bumps here in the middle of the physicality as you travel across the screen and get to the other side in 1 minute, okay? You can pick whatever physicality you want. You can have really fast floating that reduce, you know, like a running river that's very high and then gradually decreases to the other side. You can start with the fist and have a lot of tension in your body when you begin. And as you travel across your own screen, you subside down to nothing. You pick the texture you want to play with, okay? I'm going to play with floating this time, but it's going to be a river that's kind of floating or it's stormy at the beginning, and then it's going to get down to nothing as I get to the other side. So we're going to all start this together. Everyone go to one side of the screen, and you're going to have 1 minute. You can watch yourself, track yourself, I hope, in the screen, and we're going to have 1 minute to get from one side to the other. And go. You're at 30 seconds. Try to embody and feel whatever texture you chose as you make your way to the other side of the screen. We're almost there. Think about how you're leaving the screen as you come down to the other side. There. All right. So that was round 2. So the first one we embodied in our body and we understood that we can increase and decrease the tension. This time we're doing it, we did it from one side of the screen to the other. And now, make a new one really quick. There. Now we're gonna get a little wacky, all right? So we've still got minute 0 over on the left, and we're gonna do a bit like this to punctuate, and then we're ending up like that. But this time we've got 3 things we can work with. We can work with how we're building it in our body, how we're handling percussion, perhaps you see these splotches of color, how we're handling loop-de-loops. You can embody that, but I also want you to play with camera from side to side, so you can play across your screen. But now we can also play with depth, yeah? We can play with to and from the camera. So we can work from far away to up close. But what I want you all to try to really play with is the 3 layers. Yeah, I see people already with their hands up to the to the camera. Beautiful. That's beautiful. So you're gonna play, you have depth, to and from, you have side to side, and you have your body. And however you want to interpret that drawing I made, all I want to say is minute 0 is over here on the left where my cursor is, and 60 seconds is over on the other side. So you're going to try to embody whatever this rhythm is that I just drew. And you've got depth, side to side, and your own body. All right? Here we go. Timing 0. It's for your own play and your own creativity. Here we go. "30 seconds. And 0. Well, 60. There we go. All right, I'm going to end the screen share and come back to being able to see you all much better. Great. So I would love to hear if there's any questions or comments, or if there's total confusion and people don't know where we're at right now, just say something. If you had an experience inside of that, or you discovered something, let me know. You can either type it in the chat box, or you can just turn on your mic or raise a little hand and share with me. I would love to hear some of your voices. Yeah, share with me what's going on.
Boleh bertanya?
Beautiful. Hi.
Hai. Halo Monica.
Hi.
Pertanyaan saya itu, bagaimana caranya kita untuk mengalihkan yang hitungannya per menit itu dengan hitungan 1x8 yang bisa kita gunakan sehari-hari ketika kita latihan menari di sini. Nah, dari pembagian, misalnya kalau dari babak pertama menuju babak kedua itu sekian detik. Nah, hitungan kalau kita menggunakan 1x8 itu bagaimana ya? Itu saja.
So I'm reading the translation. I hope the translation already disappeared. But if I understood, the question is the transition, like how to handle the transition. How do you change the minute counts to seconds, like in usual dance training? Okay, let me see if I can wrap my brain around the question to get to you. I think it has to do with where you're placing your focus, like where you're placing your consciousness. So I think if you have the training in the dance, that you already understand how to go from fast to slow, those are the extremes, or to go in a more sensitive texture change. You already know how to do this in your body. And if you're thinking about it in choice making, as far as what you're creating, like choice making within 1 minute and 59 seconds, you can put your focus towards the same direction. Meaning if you already know it in your body, then you can choose and decide how you want to do it inside of the video. So you can decide it goes like this, from one cut to the next, from one edit to the next, or it's a gradual series of shots that takes you to the next moment. It's about, in a way, turning the focus that you already know from the inside and turning it to something external from you, putting it into a video object. Does that answer your question? I'm not sure if I got the whole question because I only turned the captioning on a little late, but did that answer your question, or is there still more to it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Monica.
Sure. if there's anyone else that has a question or comments, I'm not sure about the ones that are written. Maybe the translator can type it into English, the ones that are written. Okay.
Yeah, I always do that. So the thing that Irma was asking is that in the usual training, especially in Indonesia, we got like the 1/8 counts.
Right.
And the thing that you just thought is in minutes and how to transform it from minutes to seconds, like in usual dance training.
Okay. So minutes to seconds. I think it's just about the 8 counts you might feel in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's a very basic pulse. Try to expand that pulse and imagine it on a larger duration. It's kind of like you're zooming in and zooming out. And you can decide to have multiple explosions inside or calm moments inside, but it's just imagining it on a larger scale. I hope that's another way to answer the question.
Okay.
Great. So I hope that we're okay. Really new knowledge. Okay, great, good. It's helpful to hear feedback and to read the comments and to know where you're at, and so I can understand how it's landing in you all. Because now that we have some tools, I would like us to play that can be a little bit more personal to each of us. So something now that has a little bit of, let's say, content. So we were working in texture and we were working in rhythm, but now we're going to work a little bit with a little bit of meaning. And to fill that meaning, I would like you yourself to select something. This is where we get to the art of the reveal. So I would like you to select something, that one thing, and please make it concrete, that is, let's say, important to you, that is precious to you, that you would like to work with today to reveal and share with us. Now, this can look like many different things. It can be a secret, something for yourself. It can be an object. It can be something in your space that you want to work with. It can be that you want to land and reveal someone that's important to you. That's my son. It can be someplace you want to take us. One particular thing that you want to reveal. All right? Now, those are just some basic examples, but I want you each to pick something that's important to you, precious to you, and something that you want to work with for the next, let's say, 15, 20 minutes to make your own dramaturgy around, your own composition around. One thing has to happen inside of this. There has to be a moment of revealing. Now, you can decide what that revealing looks like. Yeah, the reveal can be something like this. Yeah. Or, yeah, you can work at the reveal and work in different kinds of reveal. That's a very clear, like as if we had an edit, as if we had a blackout, and then something's revealed. Or you can work on a reveal on the journey. You can think about the journey that it takes to go from beginning to end. So 0 seconds all the way, say this was a reveal, whoops, a reveal in 5 seconds of a different position that I'm gonna be in, all right? But it has to be one thing and it has to be concrete. For this task, has everyone selected what they wanna work with, the thing they wanna reveal? Does everyone have something in mind, or do you need a few minutes? It can be an object, it can be an emotion, it can be a story, it can be a word. I see some nice examples showing up now in the screen. I see people driving too. That's amazing.
Everybody okay? Can you do a thumbs up if you're okay?
Yes, we are okay.
I see some objects entering. It doesn't have to be an object. It can be an object, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be like, say you want to work with an emotion or a feeling. You can also choose, if you have like a story or a secret that you don't have to tell us, but you can work with it in your body. This can also be something you want to reveal. And how you reveal it can be in how you express it. You just want to make it concrete. I see some people already in movement. It's beautiful, great, really nice. I see some nice play here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, good, good, good. So if you're working with an object, if you're working with an emotion, whatever you're working with, I want you to, in your mind's eye, hold it in your hand right now. Okay? Whatever it is. You don't have to literally hold it in your hand. In fact, if it's an object, don't hold it in your hand right now. Set it down and imagine the thing you want to reveal is in your hand. Okay? It is your hand. If it's a flower, your hand is a flower now. If it's a story or a secret or something really important that happened to you, that's in your hand right now. Okay? And I want you, for yourself, to look at this event, object, emotion, whatever it is that you're going to reveal. I want you to look at it in your hand, and I want you to discover all the textures around it as if it is your hand. So discover all aspects around it. What temperature is it? What emotion is it? Is it layers of emotions? Is it thick? Is it soft? What is it? Is it what qualities does this thing you want to reveal to us have? Look at it from all angles. If it could choose a spot in your room or whatever space you're in, where would you put it? Where does this thing you want to reveal to us, where does it belong in your space? Where does it belong in your room? Where would you put it? This is just for yourself right now. You can look around and think, where does this thing belong right now? You can go place it there and then bring it back. How does it feel? How does it feel over in that part where you placed it? How does it feel over there? Does it feel different over there than it does with you? How does it feel when you bring it back to yourself? Yeah, beautiful. I'm seeing really beautiful explorations going on. Okay, so nice. I'm excited by what I'm seeing. All right, let's all come back together for 1 minute. I hate to pull you out of this beautiful exploration that's going on, but now we're gonna have a little bit of time to work. Each of you are gonna work on, I wrote in the description the dramaturgy of 1 minute and 59 seconds, but in the interest of time, today we are gonna build just 1 minute, okay? Just 1 minute, every single person is gonna build 1 minute. And for you, each individually, I want you to think about this 1 minute. And just like you saw me drawing these little mountains, these little pictures, I want you to decide for yourself, what is the journey of this 1 minute? Is it going to be 1 minute that's very calm and still, like a calm sea? Or is it going to be really tumultuous? Is it going to be tumultuous in the beginning and then calm after? You decide what this object, what journey this thing you want to reveal to us is going to have. Okay? You're going to decide the tempo. You're going to decide this journey. The one thing I ask that it needs to have is a moment of reveal. So you're going to come back and share it with us, a single moment of reveal, and decide where you want that reveal to be. Do you want that reveal at the beginning, this big exposure, and then the aftermath, everything that comes after? Or do you want the reveal to be at the end, like a finale, a climax? Or do you want the reveal to be somewhere in the middle, and we're going to build up to it, and then we're going to feel it afterwards? Think about where you want the reveal to be of this thing that's precious and important to you. Okay? Are there any questions? You're going to create 1 minute yourself with your own understanding of a dramaturgy, okay? And inside it needs a reveal. You will all have, let's say, around 15 minutes to work on your own. And then we're going to come back and watch in groups what everyone created, okay? So in these 15 minutes, you're going to be sent into a small Zoom room, just so that there's a few less images and that you can use the camera to practice. Don't forget, we've got from one side to the other, we've got depth. We can move our camera around. We've got all these options available to us. And at some point, we're deciding where we want our reveal. All right? When I send people into the Zoom rooms now, if you're watching this on video at a later point, the Zoom room is not important. There's not things happening in the Zoom room that you're going to miss now. It's simply that we're making these groups smaller so people have more chance to work with the screen without so many screens. So I hope that that's clear for everyone. If there's any questions, okay. Do you think it's okay that we do 10 minutes so that we have a little more time to share and talk after? Would 10 minutes feel okay for everyone instead of 15? I'm seeing some thumbs up, okay, good. So we're gonna aim for 10-minute Zoom room. And then we have time to see everyone after. So 10 minutes to create your 1-minute composition. If you have any questions, just type it or turn your mic on. I think we're good. So you're all about to be zapped into another room. Brace yourself. Brace, brace. You're going to be shot into another dimension.
So I think Mitae, we can send everybody away. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
See you.
Hai Mbak. Ih, Kak Dera. Hai. Aku sudah nonton semalam. Makasih.
Good. Kita punya cerita berbeda tentang men.
Hai Mas.
Ketemu lagi.
Hai semua.
Hai.
Ini backgroundnya harus buku-buku ya?
Ah?
Jogja.
Aku dikunci ini di perpustakaan apa? Kolektif.
Kira Miss Monica tadinya.
Ah?
Mana yang lain nih? Pada gambar profil semua ini. Ngopi lah. Apa nih? Silakan.
Nyari.
Nora, Irma.
Ini ada berapa orang sih?
Ada berapa ya?
Udah mulai buka-buka rahasia-rahasiaan nih sekarang di workshop.
Iya.
Ayo Mas Ilo.
Halo, seru banget nih grupnya. Selamat menikmati.
Kita explore sendiri kan. Basta.
Oke nih, mungkin kita diminta diulangi aja yang tadi.
Apa tuh? Aku nggak terlalu merhatiin tadi.
Ya, ngerapin yang tadi aja sih.
Oh.
Kayaknya ini bagus musiknya deh. Oke, Bro Ilo, coba unmute dulu deh ntar. Mute dulu. Ya. Sorry.
Jadi tadi ini
Saya enggak host sih. Oke, sekarang teman-teman mungkin ini ya kali ya kita latih yang tadi yang diperagakan ya. Dari lo kecepat, temponya diatur.
Oh ya, dramaturginya tadi ya, untuk lebih ke dramaturgi.
Nah, karena nggak ada musiknya ya musiknya Silo aja. Tapi kalau nggak pakai musik juga nggak apa-apa sih. Coba, tadi aku lihat Theodora ini bagus nih gerakannya nih. Coba.
Oke, kita mulai dari yang itu dulu kan. Kayaknya kalau menurut aku Mas kita mau seragamin atau satu-satu atau masing-masing dengan gerakannya, tapi dengan tensi yang sama gitu. Jadi kita dari bawah terus naik ke klimaks, terus kemudian kayak seperti yang tadi dijelasin Monica sih. Terus baiknya tuh kita punya sesuatu yang tadi dia bilang, kayak misalnya aku punya skripsiku ini ada secret di dalamnya yang kemudian kita bisa ekspor kayak gitu. Tapi ya mungkin kalau teman-teman bisa dengan sesuatu atau benda atau objek apapun, atau mungkin membayangkan sesuatu itu pun nggak apa-apa, tapi kita dengan koreonya kita masing-masing, cuma tensinya yang beda gitu ya kan, dari sesuai dramaturgi yang tadi dia gambarin itu. Menurut aku sih Mas.
Boleh, bagus.
Kita coba dulu kali ya. Iya guys.
Boleh guys.
Iya guys.
Nggak perlu tahu kan rahasianya apa.
Kamu diceritain megang apa dan sebagainya.
Nggak bahaya aku.
Nggak perlu. Oke, kita mulai aja kali ya.
Oke.
Ya.
Kalau mau barengan sesuatu gimana sih? Boleh. Oke, jadi barengan tangannya dulu ke atas, udah terserah setelah itu. Asik.
Oke. Mulai dari gerakan tangan aja deh kita mulai.
Oke. Coba ya. 2, 3. Oke, bebas. Bayangkan hati jadi topi nih. Taruh. Mungkin durasinya nggak lama, katanya 1 menit 59 detik.
Everybody okay? Any questions?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, I want to practice. Yeah, thank you so much, Clean.
Yeah, enjoy. Have fun.
Terus mungkin kita ya mastiin tensinya kali ya guys. Kayaknya tensinya kita sama terus. Kayak lebih naik gitu mungkin kali ya.
Tadi aku udah buat gerak. Theodora ada lap code kado. Terus yang Umar sama Andi ini nggak tahu nih. Oh ya, observe ya. Sorry. Oke. Mungkin diulang lagi ya. Masih ingat nggak?
Ya, siap.
3 barengan ya. 2, 1.
Oke.
Berapa menit sih?
Nggak tahu nih.
1 menit juga ya?
Kayaknya harusnya 1 menit deh.
Iya sih.
Ini udah lebih ya kali ya. Tadi ya.
Kan lama banget sih.
Oh, oke.
Mau coba di timer?
Boleh deh, boleh.
Coba ya, bentar aku timer. Atau kalian mau kayak ada queue-nya gitu, misalkan kayak, kan tadi kan kayak ada points, ada peak dari bawah, terus ada peak ke atas, terus ke bawah, terus ke atas lagi gitu, kasih queue aja kalau enggak. Ada yang sebut, misalkan Kak Jeffrey teriak apa, satu kata, terus kayak berubah lagi moodnya kayak gimana gitu, mungkin keren tuh.
Iya. It's better.
Kalau ada yang bersuara itu bagus deh, kayak Kak Jeffrey nanti ada suara gitu, lebih bagus, atau bukan aja gitu, entahlah gimana.
Ya, tentuin mungkin kayak mau moodnya kayak gimana gitu.
Boleh? 5 menit lagi katanya.
Iya.
Aku Q-nya ada 2 ya. Q yang pertama, yang di tengah, Q yang terakhir, habis.
Iya.
Habis.
Apa? Yang terakhir apa, Kak?
Q pertama di tengah, Q yang terakhir itu udah sekitar ya 5 detik deh habis gitu. Biar close juga karena barengan. Oke? Ready? Siap. 1, 2, 3.
Sepuluh detik. Sepuluh detik. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Udah habis.
Oke.
Oke.
Cukup ya.
Bye.
Terima
Sampai ketemu.
kasih atas usahanya.
Oke.
Kita masih belum live ya?
Tinggal berapa menit lagi sih belum. Masih di rumah.
Tadi cue terakhirnya.
Hai guys, ini tempat aku nih hujannya deras.
Itu di mana? Di mana?
Di daerah Taman Mini.
Oh,
Ya.
Jogja juga hujan deras dari tadi siang.
di sini masih mendung. Ini di Makassar masih mendung.
Kalau di Lombok udah ada, Pak. Aku mute ya, azan.
Oke.
See you minutes again.
Sepertinya waktunya udah habis, kan tadi 5 menit. Teman-teman boleh mungkin udah live, bisa kali ya?
Boleh, silakan.
Oke, thank you.
Oke.
Lagi ya? Sudah selesai ini?
Iya.
Di mana pencet apa ini?
Hello, welcome back everyone.
Suruh balik lagi ya? Sudah selesai ini?
Iya.
Di mana pencet apa ini?
Hello, welcome back everyone.
Suruh balik lagi ya? Sudah selesai ini?
Iya. Welcome back again.
There's some echoes and layers going on, but
Yes.
I hope you all had fun creating your composition for 1 minute. And now it'd be great if everyone can share. Clint, can you explain how to do the camera setting? And Mitea, if you can announce each group, that would be great. So that we can have 1 minute rounds of seeing what everyone came up with.
Masiko, can you explain to everybody or somebody to hide the non-video participants, please?
Oke. Ya, teman-teman, kita mulai dari grup 1 saja. Yang tadi teman-teman grup 1 silakan videonya tetap bertahan. Selain grup 1 silakan matikan videonya. Kita siap untuk presentasi 1 menit ini.
Kita grup berapa sih, Siko?
3, Bu.
Nanti Mitai sebutkan, Bu.
Nanti disebutkan, Bu.
Oh, sorry. Oke.
Silakan Mbak Mitai disebutkan nama-namanya supaya lebih paham siapa yang grup 1.
Ya, jangan lupa cari pilihan hide non partisipan video ya. supaya yang videonya lagi nggak dibuka nggak perlu kita lihat. Nah, misalnya Mas Tiko nih ada nggak ada videonya,
Ya.
diklik di sekitar situ, terus pilih hide non video participant.
Di mana sih tempatnya?
Hide non video participant.
Itu di mana tempatnya, di video apa?
Di bawah start video settings.
Stop video.
Di
sampingnya
video setting.
ada video settings, di scroll ke bawah Bu, ada pilihannya.
Hide non video participants.
Pilihannya apa?
Hide non video participant.
Kok nggak ada ya?
Ada tulisan meetings. Di situ ada beberapa pilihan.
Share, recording, statistik, accessibility.
Accessibility adanya, nggak ada yang hype tadi. Nggak ada
yang
di mana
hype
ya? Yang hype di mana nih?
Di kamera, bukan? Oh, hide non video ya ada di meetings.
Ada di mana?
Di meetings.
General, audio, share screen, video recording, statistik, keyboard. Meeting itu di mana ketemunya?
Di videonya di atas itu ada video.
Ya, oke. Ada videonya.
Terus ada
kalau pakai handphone langsung di stop video aja ya.
Yes, boleh.
Oke, stop video aja deh.
Kok bingung?
Oke, silakan
Okay,
videonya
everybody got it?
kecuali grup 1. Silakan buka video khusus untuk Antika, Batara, Daruni Yuta, Dian Anggraini, Din Saudin, Ni Dewi, dan Ogik Afria.
Yay!
Yay! I'm going to keep time for 1 minute. And here we go.
Wait, do you want music or Monica?
I think maybe we do without music so it doesn't influence the timing that each person chose. Is that okay for everyone? Let's give that a shot. And if we think we need music, we can add it in the next round. But for now, we do without music so we can enjoy everyone's timing that they chose. Have fun.
You tell them when to start, Monica?
Yep, go for it. Now we go. Beautiful, everyone. That was 1 minute. That was great. Thank you so much. And now let's move to the second group. Beautiful, everyone.
Grup 1 tutup videonya. Bagi grup 2 silahkan buka video. Cahya Edelweiss, Darren Radian, Echa, Naning, Evria, Pak Iwan, dan Bu Nungki.
All right. And here we go. Beginning of 1 minute. Have fun. Beautiful work. That was 1 minute. Thank you so much. I love seeing all of you. Beautiful work. Let's move to the next group.
Silakan tutup videonya dan mari buka video untuk ruangan ketiga. Junior, Krishna Satya, Ibu Maria Darmaningsih, Miftahul, Milda, Piti, Pius Wisnu, dan Masiko.
Masiko.
Here we go.
Masiko.
Next group, here we are, and the 1 minute begins now. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Wonderful to see you all. It's hard for me to stop you all because I have just fallen to the screen watching you all. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next group.
Silakan tutup videonya. Kita beralih. Buka video untuk ruangan keempat. Irma Lombok, Jeffrey Dayak, Plapokado, Romo Pambudi, dan ada banyak nih sebenarnya. Rere boleh ikut.
And the 1 minute begins now. Enjoy. Wow, thank you so much. It's beautiful emotions are coming out, as well as some exciting background players as they cross the cameras in the background. I love the extra narrative there. Thank you so much. Is there one more group, or how many more groups do we have?
One more. The
One
last
more.
group. Silahkan buka videonya. Diza, Hari, Hilda, Kania Damayanti, Kezia, Cinta Junior, dan Yunike Ade Hasinta.
Great. And now the 1 minute begins. Thank you. Enjoy. excited to see all the skills that everyone has. So much talent, so much creativity. If everyone can turn their cameras on now, that would be wonderful. As Clint already wrote in the chat box, we need another 59 seconds, clearly. So I'm really happy that you'll have double the time when you arrive. I see the fish is still with us. I love that. I know there's a lot of screens to scroll through, but wow, I'm really touched. I'm really happy to be seeing all these layers of you in just this brief moment, just this 1 minute. Oh, hi, baby. We have a few minutes left now that I would love to hear if you have any questions or comments, or if you just want to share what the experience was, or anything that's on your mind, or if there were any questions or things that were unclear, you're welcome just to share it now. And I will turn the closed caption on in case there's a translation. Love seeing the families and the kids. It's really beautiful. Yeah, if there's anything any questions or anything else?
Oh, saya masih kebingungan, masih belum peka dengan durasi waktu 1 menit untuk untuk mengetahui batasan-batasan dari dramaturgi pertama, kedua, hingga ke klimaks kemudian turun itu masih saya bingung. Karena dengan durasi waktu 1 menit, saya masih agak kelolosan gitu. Waktunya kepanjangan. Jadinya kayak saya masih nyaman dengan gerak 1, masih belum, ternyata udah semua selesai. Gitu.
Yeah, for me is too short. 1 minute is too short. Yeah, I want to more explore. It's many to explore, but for time, maksudnya I cannot manage properly because for 1 minute is very short, so I have to devise and have to practice for 1 minute to make the structure. So it's for we practice before. Just now it's for 1 minute for me is it's not make a structure. Just only beginning.
Okay,
I feel
great.
I feel like that.
Yeah. I understand. Thank you both for the first question and then the second comment. Then I'm going to first respond to the second comment about 1 minute being too short, and maybe I can offer a tool to use. So I used to work as a film editor in Los Angeles. I work in addition to choreography and dance, I worked as a film editor. And often what we would do to work on a structure is we would start with a long version. We would start with a rough cut that had, let's say, everything in it. And then as we understood what we wanted to keep and what we wanted to drop and where we wanted the peaks and the valleys, we would shrink it down. And then we would arrive at the shorter version. So if it helps you to think, if you have an idea and there's many things you want inside of it, you can start with a 10-minute version or a 15-minute version, and then understand, what do I want to keep? What's most important to keep or to share inside of that? And then just start to shrink it down and then look at it again at its shorter version. and ask yourself, is there something missing? Is there anything missing from the shorter version? And then go ahead and put it back in. And then also understand, does it have the energetic story? And then you can reshape it a bit in its shorter form. But as you're working on towards the 159, you can also start with a much longer version and shrink it down so that it holds and contains what you most want in it. I hope that is one way you can approach it. And for the first question about, you were asking a question about the difference between the first round and the third round, right? If I understood.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So the third round I would say is like the advanced version. It's where you have a narrative that is a bit more complex. It maybe takes twists and turns that are unexpected and you don't know where they're going to land. So the story, let's say the narrative of the third version, where it went up and down, and then there was rhythm, there was boop, 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 and then I heard you saying this a bit when you were speaking, and then it went up and down again. So that's if you were to imagine a video or a film you saw that had lots of quick edits maybe, or you and your body were changing the rhythm or the pulse, that's the third version, where it's a bit more dynamic. You could think about it as dynamics. And the first version was starting from, let's say, null or nothing, zero, and building, and then releasing, then building and releasing again. So the structure of that is a bit more linear, let's say. And the third round was a bit more non-linear. It was a bit more jumping and moving from one thing to the next. I hope that's helpful. If it's still confusing, just let me know. So I'm not sure if there's more questions or if there's any other comments. I see some nice hearts and some hands, but I was wondering if maybe we go out with a little one last dance. And I'm going to ask Clint to supply us with the last dance music. And I would love that we keep it in gallery mode, so to not pin my video, but we keep it in gallery mode, and all of us can play with leaving and coming back into so going in and out of the frame, coming close and far. And one more thing we can do for our last dance party, we can steal each other's movements. Okay, you can steal movements from someone else. So you're gonna copy and steal and grab the moves of another person, and we're gonna have fun. Clinty, do you have some music?
Yeah, I'm picking the best one. So keep
Ooh,
talking.
and I just read a fun thank you whoever gave the shout out to Gillette. Now I know that Indonesia also has the same slogan for Gillette, which I wasn't sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're the best a man can get. That's
Thank you. All right, so once Clint counts us down, we're gonna have last dance party. Steal moves, play with the frame, and let's have some fun. I see some preparation already going on. That's nice.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was such a pleasure.
everybody. Thank you, Monica. My mother-in-law may be confused. What are
Thank you,
doing?
Monica. Thank you.
Makasih semuanya.
Siap, sama-sama, sama-sama. Kures.
Kali selesai.
Kita foto bagaimana
Thank
foto?
you, Monica.
Ya, harus difoto dulu ya.
Harus dong, harus dong.
Belum foto.
Foto, foto, foto.
Oke. Fokus now.
Foto-foto.
Open your video, please. Oh,
Turn on video, please.
3, 2, 1. Lagi. 3, 4, 1. Lagi. More. 1, 2. Ini clean ya Allah. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
See you.
Nice.
See you again.
Monica.
Semuanya.
Dadah.
Terima kasih.
Terima
Terima
kasih.
kasih.
Terima
Sama-sama.
kasih.
Juga.
Thank you. Gracias.
Terima
Malam.
kasih.
Kesia, kenapa itu Kesia? Oke, bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
Bang Jeffrey. Bye, Monica. See you again.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Junior.
Sampai ketemu semuanya. Thank you, Monica. Thank you,
Dian.
Bye.
Bu Maria. Heri, Bandung.
Jeffrey Daya.
Jeffrey Daya.
Yang tidak ketemu namanya.
Siap. Aku ya. Bye.
Oke, bye. Ya, Kasiko.
Hai, Kak. Bye.
Kasiko semuanya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Terima kasih.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Monica, once again, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to be here. I'm really happy I could be with you all. You have such an inspiring group. They're beautiful people.